In this video, I'll be showing you how to host a website on Github Pages. We can host static sites on GitHub for free. So what are static sites? Static websites are made of codes that are fixed. They don't change unless you, the site owner, make changes on the code. Static websites are not connected to any sort of servers or databases. On the other side, dynamic websites are connected to a server and a database. You can interact with them. If you can interact with the site, it's a dynamic site. By interaction, I mean like creating an account. That requires a server and a database. The site owner doesn't change the code manually. You do it, and it gets handled by the server and the database. Now we know what we can host and cannot host on GitHub. So let's get right into hosting our website. Firstly, before we open up GitHub, make sure that you have an index.html file. That file will be your landing page. It's the first thing that will open when someone gets into your site. So if you want to host your site, you need to have an index.html file. If your main page file, like the landing page or the page you want to show the first, is named something different than index.html, make sure to change that file's name. Otherwise, you'll probably cannot host it and you'll get errors. So now I'm assuming that everything is working fine with no errors and we have our files ready. And we are ready to go. Now open up GitHub on your internet browser. We need to upload our files to GitHub so we can host them. If you don't have an account on GitHub, go sign up for it. It's free and signing up is a very simple process. If you are doing coding, doesn't matter if you are just learning or doing it as a hobby, I think you should have a GitHub account. It's a very useful service. You can host your code on GitHub, you can host your projects here, or as we are doing it, you can host static websites here. So you should have a GitHub account. If you already have an account, just log into it. So once you're logged in, create a new repository. So here on the left side, there's a green button. Here it says New on it. So click on that button, and we can create a new repository. Now we need a name for our repository. So what should we name it? It depends on you, but be aware that your repository name will be the domain. It'll be your repository name.github.io or something like that. So if you are going to host a portfolio site or some sort of personal website, I think you should have your name as the repository. Or if you want to host some projects of your own, name it the project's name. We can add a description if you want to. You can write stuff like it's my personal website. It's just a short description and it's optional. So here we can choose if we want our repository to be a public or private repository. In public repositories, everyone can see your code and check your code. In a private repository, only you can see it, but don't choose this because you can't host private repositories. Don't change this one, keep it on public. We can add a README file as well. This is the place where you can write a long description about your project or site. I'll just skip it, so now click on Create Repository button and we'll have our repository ready. Here if you have Git, you can push your files to the repository. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the Git tutorial. Now I'll just upload them from the browser. Click on that Add File button and click on the second one that says Upload Files. And now here we can drag and drop our files to upload. Choose the files you want to host, drag and drop them here. Don't forget your index.html file, make sure you choose the correct files. And now just click on Commit Changes so we can upload our files. Now our files are uploaded and ready to be hosted. Let's get to the settings. It's right above the green Code button if you can find it. So on the left side, under Code and Automation, we've got Pages. Click on that one. And now click on the source. Here it probably says None, so we need to select the branch. It's either main or master. If yours named master, choose that one. If it's named main, choose that one. And click Save. When we save it, it might take a minute or two, but we should have an alert here saying that our site is live. So here if we click on visit site, it'll take us to our site and we can see that it's live on the internet for whole world to see. Thank you for watching. This was all for this video. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe and comment down below so you won't miss any other tutorials like this one.